It's staggering that a catcher in this age, when I think catching has never been harder, both mentally and physically, because of how the ball moves and the rigors mentally that are put on game planning for each individual hitter, inning after inning, that a catcher in a tough ballpark to hit has 56 homers. And yet, Aaron Judge is having another kind of also historic year. He's off by, I think, 1 point on his OPS plus from when he hit 62 homers. Um, John, we got 2 more weeks to figure this
Right.
out. I am not a voter for this award. Um, what do you think with 2 weeks left here for AL MVP?
Yeah, I'm not a voter either, and a lot of people will probably be happy about that. But you know, I've been saying I just felt all along that the catchers are overlooked. I thought Posada should be in the Hall of Fame. I think Munson should be in the Hall of Fame. And no, I'm not a Yankee homer. I just feel like we
Well, you're
really
clearly not a Yankee homer. You're making a case for the catcher of the Seattle Mariners
well,
here.
I had been, yes, I had been, and for weeks I was doing that, and a lot of that was during when the Yankees were disappointing, and when Judge was out, and now Judge is back, and he's doing his thing again. So if I had to vote today, and I'm not voting even on the proper day to vote, I probably would vote Judge at this moment. I want to draw attention to the catchers. I think this is an incredible season to be able to do this while squatting. Beyond the fact that maybe the catchers aren't as good offensively, they put more effort into defense and all that. It's a very wearing position. It's very difficult. The catcher offense in the second half is usually even worse than the first half. This guy is putting up an amazing season to have more home runs than Ken Griffey in his best home run hitting season, have more home runs than Mickey Mantle in his best home run hitting season to do it in that ballpark. It is amazing. It is a flip of the coin at this point because Judge, an all-time great, is having his usual year. So I'm glad I don't have this vote right now. I was really supporting Raleigh. I felt that it needed more attention. Well, it's getting attention now, but Judge is back and he's doing his thing. He's even playing some right field. So I get it either way. Like I said, if I was forced to vote today, I'd probably vote for Judge. I'm not voting, so it's not my vote. But if you vote for Raleigh, I certainly understand that I was with them all the way. But now the Yankees are back to being the Yankees, and Judge is back playing in right field, and 11-27. OPS. It's pretty tough. It's pretty good. Raleigh is amazing, but I think Judge is an all-time great.
Yeah, I do think Judge is an all-time great, and we'll see if we say that about Raleigh in the years to come. And I mean, he has Raleigh's second in the American League in OPS. He's 176 points behind Judge. And yet today, and again, I'm not a voter, so should get upset. I'm not trying to switch anybody's mind. But a few years ago, when Judge, as an outfielder, started to move towards 61 and 62, 60, 61 and 62 homers, I mean, we made quite a deal about that. This is a catcher who's making a move towards
Right.
60 and
It's
61
amazing.
and 62 homers, which is staggering to me. Look, and I know that people love to make war arguments, but they always make the war argument they want, right? Baseball reference war, Judge 8.4, Raleigh 6.5. Fangraphs is 8.8 to 8.4, which is negligible. If you're going to go by by that the baseball reference one, then the guy who's leading the National League in WAR is Geraldo Perdomo. So that means you gotta, like, if that's your rule, if that's your Bible, he's got to be your MVP if you're taking nothing else into account. And John, as you said, the Yankees are back to being the Yankees. The Mariners have as good a record as the Yankees. They don't ever make the playoffs. They don't ever win their division. They're
Right.
right now a division leader where this guy is clearly carrying them in so many ways. It is hard for me. I get the historic greatness of Judge and the 2025 greatness of Judge, but it's a right fielder DH against a catcher, sometimes DH, doing all this. If it is a flip of a coin, and here's the last thing I just want to say about it because you and I are of a certain age. We used to take into account winning. Like, did a team get to the
Yeah.
playoffs? How much did you matter? Valuable really mattered. Well, these 2 weeks will be interesting. The Mariners could win a division. They could fall out of it. The Yankees could be the number one seed. Like, let's see what happens in these last 2 weeks
Yeah.
and what these guys do to it. I'm tired of people who make up like numbers that could be different on WAR telling me to ignore winning. And these
Yeah.
guys have clearly had a lot to do with winning through 24 of the 26 weeks. I'm going to take the full 26 weeks to see their final numbers and their impact on winning.